And now we turn to the battle over the president's health care law. On Monday, oral arguments begin before the Supreme Court, where the 9 justices will decide whether parts of the law are unconstitutional or constitutional. And people have already began camping out there. You see it right there, hoping to catch a glimpse of this historic proceeding. CBS News legal correspondent Jan Crawford is in Washington with what we can expect. And good morning to you, Jan.
Good morning, Rebecca.
So what do you expect?
Well, this is going to be, I think, when you hear all the people talking about these arguments, they use words like historic, landmark. Like you said, people already have started lining up to get one of those prize seats inside the courtroom. As you know, no cameras in the courtroom. You don't have immediate audio right away. So the only way that people can see these cases right away is to stand in line or be lucky enough to get a ticket. And the reason that these cases are so closely watched is because of the sweep and scope, the impact that they will have on every single person in this country.
And they're so politically charged as well, Jan, as you've pointed out previously. And polls right now are showing that most Americans, the majority of Americans, are still opposed to the individual mandate within the health care law. And most of people that are looking at this, the experts, yourself included in this, are saying the individual mandate is really what this case is going to come down to.
Well, that's right, and that's the ball game, and that's what all the opposition always has centered around. And you're going to hear these words, individual mandate, thrown around a lot, but what that really means is, can the government force you to buy health insurance? Obviously, the opponents say no, that's totally unconstitutional. Congress has never done that in the history of our great nation. During war, during the Cold War, they've never forced us to buy wheat or war bonds going back to the beginning of our founding. So Congress simply can't make you buy something that you don't want to buy. And if they allow, force you to buy insurance, then the next thing you know, they're going to be forcing us to buy broccoli and fuel-efficient cars and all those other things that are supposed to be so good for us. But the government says that's not true. Healthcare is different, and eventually everybody's got to buy health care, so we want to go ahead and make it where it's efficient and where it works for everyone. So you're going to see those constitutional arguments, but at bottom what they mean is that do all of us have to buy health insurance even if we don't want it, or will it bring a lot more millions and millions of people into health care coverage that don't already have it? These are huge issues, not only legally, but politically and also practically for all of us.
Massive. Jan, we're short on time here, but I just want to ask you, without that individual mandate suggesting that everyone in this country under federal law has to own health insurance by 2014, can the policy work? Can they get the scale to actually make health care available to everyone in this country?
That's a great question. This is a huge law. There are lots of other issues and components. Some of them have already taken effect, like children under 26 have to be able to remain on their parents' insurance. Even restaurants have to show nutritional information on menus, a whole bunch of different provisions like that. But if the individual mandate falls and the government concedes this, there's no way that so many other things in the law will work that matter, such as the fact that insurance companies can't deny coverage to people with pre-existing conditions. They can't jack up your rates if you've been sick in the past. Those things will never work because they need to have everybody participating in the insurance policies to be able to afford all that more expensive coverage. So this is huge.
Great stuff. Jan Crawford in Washington, D.C. Thanks.